Maybe just walk us through some of those learning experiences and how he influenced you as a man,
Yeah.
as a person. And then again, I know that this whole thing kind of started with the fitness industry and kind of where it started, or that's how we started. And obviously that ends up being a big piece here. I want to
Right.
talk about that too, but maybe you can just kind of lead into
Yeah,
that.
no, that's a good point. I think when you talk about like how he helped develop me or as a man and an individual, and I would say that I guess through spending so much time with him and kind of like seeing it through his eyes and seeing how he interacted and navigated. He taught me that I think the main key, and I try to talk about this in my on my platforms and things, is that he taught me that the mind is the most powerful tool on earth, and whatever you put your mind to, you can physically achieve. And I think that that is maybe easy to say,
Oh, totally. You hear
but
people say it all the time.
yeah, but it's actually like true. So it might be easy to say that, but like it's all about first of all believing in yourself, and it's kind of his rules that he lives by, right? I think probably people have talked about this, like believing in yourself, not listening to the naysayers, willing to fail, giving back, all those working your ass off, working like hell. So those are kind of his keys to success. And he actually physically lives
He
by it.
does that.
Yeah. And like, I mean, just knowing, meeting him who he is, and then realizing his backstory and how appreciative he is of where he came from, I think is amazing because a lot of people get lost. I mean, he has millions and millions of dollars, the most successful action hero of all time, you know, one of the largest landowners in the United States, the governor of California. I mean, the list goes on and on of his
Mhm.
achievements, but he's still Arnold, the kid that came over in 1968, and Joe Weider found him, so he keeps his friends, he keeps a small network. He trusts not a ton of people because obviously, of his,
People want a
yeah.
piece.
And so, yeah. So I think that when he finds good people, he sticks by them and he's super loyal. And I think that that was part of it, seeing it. But back to he really, I think that what I learned is that whatever I put my mind to, I kind of knew that already, right? Like I believe in visualization. I believe in, I already said I was going to go work for the president. I did.
You'd already
So
done that
yeah,
at this point.
I said I wanted to, graduate from Baylor. I went and did that. I did that when I was a kid in middle school. I said I wanted to go to Baylor University. I did that. So like, the bear thing I didn't know about. But like, I said I wanted to, do all these things. So he believes in the same thing about naming something, picking hard goals and almost not achievable goals and obtaining them. And I think that he kind of helped reinstill that in me, that whatever you physically actually put your mind to, you can achieve. And the mind is so powerful that you can will it to be sick. You can will yourself to be sick. You can will yourself to become successful. And I think the largest issue that we have is our own selves,
Mhm.
saying,
Getting out of your own way.
yeah, like you're the biggest detriment to yourself because you're telling yourself negative thoughts over and over that you don't even probably realize. There's actually a really good book on it I'm reading right now called Chatter. And it's like the most important conversations you have are with yourself.
Mhm.
And it's actually a really good book. But so yeah, he kind of helped basically validate that statement to me through the course of his life and then how I witnessed watching him daily for 3+ years.
Is there anything specific you were struggling with in your own head that, this realization kind of helped you
Yeah, I think over
come to?
time, I mean, yeah, I was, when I worked for him, I was 135 pound, 5'11" kid. And I was just like not happy with the way I looked. I had obviously self-esteem issues. I dove myself into work to not,
Like an
to not deal with,
overcompensation? Yeah.
yeah, to not, yeah. And then so then years later in 2007, I started working out. I just went into a gym at 10:30 at night. Didn't, because I felt kind of like it felt awkward and like not feeling good about how I looked and intimidated by the big dudes in the gym. And so I went into a gym, worked out at 24 Hour Fitness in Roseville, California. I still remember it.
Mhm.
And started working out there and then haven't stopped. So about 6 months into that, I named what I wanted. I said, I will be in Muscle and Fitness magazine and I'll be a sponsored athlete.